It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got C.J. Stroud. He's fourth in the NFL in passing touchdowns this season. It's the Texans and the Eagles on Sunday Night Primetime.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. And just like that, the season has reached October. Joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, I don't know about you, but I always feel like the smells start to change in October. It just really starts to smell like fall, smell like football, second month of the regular season. And these next few games take on a greater importance moving forward.
Gosh, I wish I had a sense of smell. Mine is so bad, but I love what you're cooking right there. And I love this stretch of games because it makes a lot of teams contenders and a bunch of the other sellers as the trade deadline arrives here at the end of the month. You're going a hot streak heading into Halloween, and things will be looking great. But flounder this month, and you may end up seeing some of your buddies shipped off and playing elsewhere.
Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go at the link. This return makes it up to the 25. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
That pass complete to Goddard. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still first down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty.
Set.
Hurts to throw. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First down throwing for Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Oh, and he won't escape this. The Texans take him down. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Josh Sweat making the stop. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
They'll run for this. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Where's the hot?
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
That's a pickup of 9. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Shotgun now for Stroud. He's going deep this time. Touchdown, Houston. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. Taken in by Smith. Jukes one defender. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. On first down, Hurts. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
No touch that. No touch that.
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Motion man right is Smith. On third down, it's Hurts. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So march it forward after they accept the penalty.
Automatic first down.
A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts throwing again. Caught by the open man. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
Good.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They go to Barkley again. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. That stop coming from Henry To'o.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Hits him on the out route. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. They have themselves another 1st and 10. An early jump of the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate first down following that encroachment flag. Working inside the red zone. Complete out to the right side. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This throw is caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They will not get another play off. We're at the end of one. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. They're going to run with Barkley. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3 yards on the run. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the loss and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Hurts now from the gun. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take a 2nd quarter lead. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles push their lead to 3. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
They mark him short there, and the run gains nothing. It's 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this is the punt you want every time. It bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st down, a run with Barkley. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
A great play defensively. They forced a loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They've got a man in motion. Throw on 3rd down. Able to get it to Barkley. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 4th down, and on comes the former All-Pro Jake Bailey to punt. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it's going to be Texans football. New set of downs for him at the 38. Running back sent in motion. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Doesn't make the connection.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Completed to Collins. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Here we go.
Stroud now on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. Into the red zone. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Texans take a 4-point lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles about set to go on offense. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Hurts. Barkley's got it. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Throwing now from the gun. He beams one deep right side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Texans returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Finds his back complete. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Devin White hauls him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Handoff now out of the gun. Across midfield to the 45. Hits the 20. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans now lead by 10. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans drive their lead to 11. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Set.
First down throwing for Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He has the first over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. On 1st down, Hurts. He's on the move. Avoids the sack. And he's brought down after a short gain. We've got a timeout as they rush out to treat an injured player, and no, this is not what anyone wanted to see. Jalen Hurts, the one injured on that play. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go.
First throw for the backup now. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Go. Go.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. On again comes Jake Bailey to punt this away. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Texans and this running back headed back out for a new series. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. First down, Stroud. Diggs there to bring it in. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
Here we go. Let's go.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun now for Stroud. Has it in close. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Has the Houston touchdown. The Texans get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
Come on. Hey, Jack, Panther.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 31. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. He'll throw it. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Here we go.
Throwing it just before halftime. He connects downfield on 4. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. We've come to halftime. The Texans in unfriendly confines. But hey, they've got the lead. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue. as you can see by the scoreline. Puka Nacua, a touchdown catch in the victory. We'll stay in the NFC East as we head down to the great state of Texas to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. C.D. Lamb leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. That'll be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Starting from the 5. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
All right.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he'll get it up to the 44. It appears that all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Down the sideline into the red zone. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Robbie.
From the red zone now. And he sails that one over the end zone.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
They give it to him up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just a positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And, yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans continue piling onto this lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And this has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Has a man, it's Brown. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they're going to take over possession.
Here we go.
On 1st down, they'll run. This is ahead for about 5. Devin White hauls him down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Another carry for him. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. So before 3rd down whistles, and yep, the timeout comes in. Here's Stroud. Finds the in route complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Chandler. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
They'll stick with Chandler. He'll cobble together a yard there. Josh Sweat making the stop. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
On the sweep, right?
Looking to throw, Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st. They're set up at the 35 now. They give up the gut to Chandler. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Nearly an interception on that play. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Back to throw. Stroud. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set, ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
The throw right side, caught by Goddard. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles, and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still first down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5.
Alert! Alert!
Dropping back to throw. This finds Smith. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. That's the end of the third on Sunday night. It's Eagles football, and they'll look for points here, but might be too little too late in a lopsided fourth quarter. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Come on, set! Ready, ready?
From the 37. Dumped off to his running back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
3rd down from the gun. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Looking for a throw here. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first. Throwing now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Now a pause to attend to an injured player, and this is a worrying sight. It is Saquon Barkley who was hurt on the play. Desperation time here on 4th. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Coaches challenged him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that follow. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
2nd and 10 now. He's on the move. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
And he's brought down for a loss. The Texans set to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Christian Harris picks it off. And the Texans get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked off.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did. And, boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
Jukes out a one-stop, and he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They'll try it left with Chandler. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down. From the gun, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Chandler again. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Give him 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 8. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. Everly's kick is good. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Their offense running back out now. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set. Second.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Look into the air here. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. Gets this one to Harris. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. He'll throw it yet again. That pass complete to Goddard. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Throwing it again here. He finds Woods. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. All set up now for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And it's going to be 2nd down. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This throw is caught. And he'll maybe get 2 out of that, and that play brings us to the 2-minute warning. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They'll throw it. And he makes the catch on the sideline. Oh, but they call it out of bounds. This close to 6. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that's not going to do a ton against what is now a 28-point gap.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got 1st down from the 31. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Texans come away with the road win. So to the victor go the spoils, Brock, as they celebrate the win. That's a positive feeling that you know is going to carry through the week ahead.
And it makes everybody in the building feel better. It does, from the secretary to the coach to the owner. And it makes all the practices, the film rooms, the workouts a lot easier over the next couple days. Nobody wants to slog through those coming off a loss. But coming off a win, they'll have a boost and really attack the week as they get prepared for their next opponent.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Philadelphia.